Closed captioning is brought to you by Insect Defend Patch. Deep-free protection from biting insects.
We do all kinds of fishing, whether it's ice fishing, exotic fishing, fly-in fishing, and also fishing out of our own G3 boat. And over the years, I've come to appreciate that Humminbird makes a full selection of portable sonars. Some of them are designed for ice fishing, like their ice sonars. Others are so small that you can actually mount them right on your rod or wear them on your wrist, and you can use them from shore. Just cast out the transducer. It floats on the surface, and it can tell you what's underneath that area that you're fishing from shore, even if you don't have a boat. Other sonars that are portable are like this 120 Fishing Buddy that literally just snaps on right onto the gunwale of a small portable boat. And then of course you have the full sonars, right from the 300 series up to the 500 and even 800 series that come in these nice porta-cases. So if you love to fish, pretty well you have a sonar that you can use anywhere, even on exotic fly-in trips, and it'll help you catch more fish. Awesome. You're so quiet when you get a fish.
I know, I am.
You don't yell like fish on and jump up and down. You got Mulligan sleeping beside you.
Yeah, I don't want to wake her up.
So was that your like second cast?
Second cast.
Yeah, with this plastic. It's not just any plastic. It's called TriggerX, and it works really well. And you know what? It just shook the minnow out. So I'm going to hand you the net. Maybe this is a keeper.
Maybe.
So I'm going to get you. That's why they got the tape measures here. I think that's such a great idea. I'm going to close its mouth, and I'm going to check it. Barb, it is by a 1/16 of an inch, so that's perfect. So there's that. Barbara, a couple more. That'll feed pretty well everybody. You know, you think of a wilderness adventure. Look, we got 2 walleye and a perch. That perch is about 8.5 inches. You know what? We're not going to even fillet them. I'm just going to scale them, cut the head off, gut it, and we're going to deep fry it. And a couple nice walleye, eating size walleye. And just casting these TriggerX. You know, we've had a great, I'd say 3 or 4 hours of fishing because we started late this morning and caught lots of walleye. And now this is the highlight. We're actually stopping for shore lunch, and Bob, our guide, is fast. He says most of the time when he's got clients out fishing, they don't like to spend too much time eating. They want to get back to the action. So he's almost got the frying pan ready to deep fry the fish. We're going to have some nice walleye. We kept 1 small pike. And what I'm doing, this is a recipe that I learned from Bob Ballantyne when we were in Kapuskasing, Ontario. I'm making walleye bobs. So I'm taking a strip of fish, and you can use pike or walleye, and I'm placing it on a strip of bacon, just the same bacon that you use for breakfast. It's very important that the bacon is on the outside of the strip, and then you start rolling it so that the bacon is on the outside. That way, when it's cooking, the fish won't fall apart. Because if you cook fish at all, you know that, especially if it doesn't have the skin on, or if you're cooking it and it's not whole, that it'll fall apart. So what I'm doing is literally making like shish kebabs, but it's fish with bacon. So I've got 3 on this skewer, and I think I'm going to go with 3 on the other skewer. So you know, the bacon has such a nice flavor as it cooks that you don't really have to put any more seasonings on it. You could put some salt and pepper or even some fish crisp, but even just rolling it up in the bacon. And what happens after it's cooked, when you bite into it, because the bacon is throughout, you get a really nice flavor mix. Okay, so you see I'm trying to do them nice and tight. I'm making sure that that fillet is covered. And then these are just dollar store skewers, and these are going to lay on top of the grill, and they're going to taste great. So look, you can understand, right, we got the bacon inside throughout, but you got to have it on the outside, and you let it cook so that it's well done. So as the bacon cooks, it'll actually compress and keep the fish in there. We just had a wonderful shore lunch on a little island, and I think our dog Mulligan enjoyed the shore lunch as much as we did. And we stopped at this point that Bob said usually produces good fish, and Barb's got a fish on right away. And Barb, I think I crossed your line there. I got my line out.
Okay, good.
Okay. The walleyes are so nice up here. We're staying at Marmac Lodge, and we're about 88 miles north of Chapleau. Barb, you can just lead them in a little bit.
Okay.
And there's so many walleye here. And I understand that they even come in and ice fish. Look at all the minnows he regurgitated, Barb. See the small minnows?
Oh my, he's been eating well.
Yeah, this fish just regurgitated about a dozen small minnows, about 1.5 inches long. You know, it's nice to come to a lodge that you can take a train in or you can fly in. You can get walleye like this all day long and a lot bigger. But you can just see they're just such quality fish. This guy's probably going to take off in no time. Look at big head shake. See if he regurgitates any more of those mayflies. Look at, aren't they gorgeous? He's going to dive down as soon as he realizes he's free. There he goes.
Canadian Sport Fishing, brought to you in part by Suffix, the world's most hardcore fishing line. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. Sail, the outdoors superstore. Lucky Strike, all you need is a Lucky Strike.
You know, Barb, this is ideal. Like for couples, you're having fun, right? We brought our puppy up.
Awesome. Yes, it is. Awesome fishing.
Also, like for seniors, we saw the father and son that was on the train with us.
Yes.
And he was 80 or something, 82. Marmac Lodge is so easy to get to, especially if you're traveling from the south. You know, if you're in the U.S. or in southern Ontario, either from Sudbury or from Chapleau. And the nice thing is that all you need is a jig head and a minnow. And they actually catch the minnows in a smaller pond very close to the lodge. So it's nice. They don't have to ship them up. They're the right minnows. And literally all you got to do is just drop a jig head down and let the wind take you and move it a little bit up and down. And you get walleyes like this all day. Now I know, because it's getting evening, that we're going to get some bigger fish. Okay, hopefully he won't spine me. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous walleye? I'm going to try holding him by the belly, and he's probably going to swim out. Look at, beautiful release.